Hi, it's time for bedtime stories. Right, Bernard? So let's go with the one that he picked to go first. And it's called Big and Small. This is written by Elizabeth Bennett and illustrated by Jane Chapman and is published by Tiger Tales. Oh, there's a bed for somebody big, and there's a bed for somebody small. On a bright and sunny day, Big and Small go out to play. Big climbs high, Small crawls low, when suddenly, Small stubs his toe. "A little help, please," calls Small. Then they cross the stream, jump, skip, hop, hop. When suddenly, Small has to stop. "A little help, please," calls Small. So Big helped. What's for lunch? Let's see. When suddenly, Small spots a bee. "Oh, a little help, please," calls Small. There he is. He's getting a little help. Up on a hill, what fun! Let's roll. When suddenly, Small's down in a hole. "A little help, please," calls Small. Back home to bed. They're warm and snug, but Big can't sleep. He needs a hug. "A little help, please," calls Big. And then it's always good to have a pal, whether they're big or small. Well, can you shake, shake, shake your sillies out? Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. And wiggle your waggles away. Can you clap, clap, clap your crazies out? Clap, clap, clap your crazies out. Clap, clap, clap your crazies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out? Stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out. Stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you jump, jump, jump your jiggles out? Jump, jump, jump your jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump your jiggles out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you yawn? Yawn your sleepies out. Yawn. Yawn your sleepies out. Yawn. Yawn your sleepies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you shake, shake, shake your sillies out? Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out and wiggle your waggles away. Well, this is an older story, but I like it a lot. It's written and illustrated by Arnold Lobel. You might know his stories about Frog and Toad, but this is called Giant John, and it's published by Harper and Row. When I say it's an old story, it was published in 1964. Long ago, in an enchanted forest, there lived a large giant named John. Now the fairies who also lived in the forest played magic dancing music for John, and he had to dance and dance and could not stop until the music stopped. The dancing made John's big feet hurt, but he thought it was great fun. In the evening, he would pick a bouquet of trees and take them home to his mother. Now, one night, when he got home, his mother was crying. "We are so poor," said Mrs. Giant. "There are only 2 potato chips left in the cupboard, and we have no money to buy more food." Well, after they ate the potato chips, John said, "Do not cry, Mother. Soon we will have some money. I will go out into the world and find a job." So Mrs. Giant made John wear his rubbers and carry his umbrella, just in case. "Goodbye, Mother," said John as he started on his journey. Now John walked very far out into the world. He saw mountains and tigers and thunderstorms. He saw a beautiful castle. "Look, look," cried the king and the queen and the princess and the dog who lived in the castle. "Here comes a giant." "Well, hello," called John. "I'm looking for a job." "Why, stay a while and work for us," said the king. John liked the king and the queen and the princess and the dog, so he decided to stay and went right to work. Now, when it rained, he kept the castle dry. And when it was sunny and hot, he blew a pleasant breeze. He helped the queen do the laundry. And he played horsey to make the dog and princess laugh. John cleaned and dusted the castle every day. The king and queen and princess and dog were very happy. They did not even mind when John's snoring kept them awake at night. Well, on Saturday, the king gave John a big bag of gold for all the work that he had done. "We'll have a picnic lunch before you go home," said the queen. Well, suddenly, a cloud of fairies appeared. They were John's friends from the enchanted forest. "We missed you, Giant John," they said. "There is no one to dance to our magic music. We came to play for you." The fairies began to play the magic dancing music, and John began to dance. "Ouch!" said the king and the queen and the princess and the dog as they fell to the ground off of John's lap. "Stop, stop!" shouted John, but the fairies kept playing their music, and John had to dance and dance. John could not stop dancing. He danced everywhere. He danced on the flowers and on the dog's tail. He danced on the castle. "Oh, you foolish fairies," cried John. "Stop that music." And the fairies did stop their music. They saw what they had done, and they were very sorry. The king and queen and princess and dog were all crying. But Giant John did not cry. He began to put the castle back together again. And the fairies helped him. They bandaged the flowers and the dog's tail. Can you see that? That was nice of them to make it better. John worked hard, and soon the castle was fixed. It did not look quite the same as before, but the king and queen and princess and dog dried their eyes and thought it was beautiful. "Now I must go home," said John, putting on his rubbers and a hat. He promised to visit often, and then he kissed the king and the queen and the princess and the dog goodbye. John rushed home to his mother with the bag of gold in his hand. "Look, Mother," he called, "I have earned some money for us." Well, by this time, Mrs. Giant was very, very hungry. Do you see what she was going to eat? Her boot. Goodness. She was glad to see John and his bag of gold coming through the door. And that night, John and his mother invited the fairies to dinner. And they did not dance, but they ate baked beans and sang many songs, and they lived happily ever after. So glad. All right. Well, shall we do another finger play? They were eating baked beans, and I know when I always had baked beans, I would have them with my hot dogs. I've got my 5 little hot dogs that are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So 4 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 3 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 2 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 1 little hot dog is cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the one went bam. So now no little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the pan went bam. Well, some of you will be going to sleep pretty soon, I would think. And our next story is about someone who can't sleep. This is called Bear Can't Sleep. It's written by Marni McGee and illustrated by Sean Julian, and it's published by Tiger Tales. Now it was winter, and all the animals were busy. Soon the forest would be covered in snow. Fox gathered wood for winter fires, while Owl and Squirrel made pickles and jam. Patch the Hare tried to help, but he just got in everyone's way, as usual. "Oh, get your feet out of my berries," cried Squirrel. "Listen," hooted Owl. "What's that strange sound?" Peeking around the trees, the animals saw a huge, grumbly bear dragging branches behind him. Everyone froze, except for Patch. "Hey, Mr. Bear," he shouted. "Need some help?" "Leave me alone," snapped the bear. "I need to sleep." And he shuffled into the cave. But Bear could not sleep. Day and night he rolled and rumbled, he growled and howled. "That bear sounds angry," cried Fox. "What if he comes after us?" squeaked Mouse. "Maybe he's hungry," said Squirrel. "I'll take him some food," said Patch. "I'm not scared of any old bear." So Patch made a huge stack of blueberry and onion sandwiches and loaded them onto his scooter. "Yoo-hoo, Mr. Bear," he called, zipping over. "I made you a scrumptious snack." But Patch forgot to look where he was going. And suddenly his scooter hit a rock and then crash! Down he tumbled right on top of the blueberry and onion sandwiches. And from inside the cave came a terrible roar. "Be quiet out there," Bear bellowed, "or else." "Eek!" squeaked the Mouse. "He's coming to get us." "Quick!" cried the Owl. "Hide!" So all the animals hid, except for Patch, who picked up one not-so-squashed sandwich and walked right up to the dark cave. "Come back here, Hare," Fox called, but Patch tiptoed closer. And as Patch peeked in, he heard Bear sigh. "I'm old and I'm cold. I'm too shivery cold to sleep." "He's not hungry," Patch whispered. "He's cold. Oh, poor Bear, poor old Bear." Well, all day long, Patch couldn't stop worrying about Bear, and finally he lay down under a tree to think. He looked up and he saw that the leaves made a patchwork against the evening sky. And Patch had an idea. That night, he tiptoed through the forest, borrowing things from all the animals. And Patch pinned and stitched until dawn. And when the animals woke up, Oh, they were hopping mad. But just then Patch appeared, and he spread a beautiful patchwork quilt on the ground. "What, my pajamas," said Owl. "My apron," said Fox. "You took my shirt," exclaimed the other fox. "I only meant to help," said Patch. "Oh, you got my undies," said Mouse. But the animals grumbled and shouted even louder. And suddenly, Bear stomped into the clearing. He lifted Fox into the air. "I said, be quiet," he roared. "I'm trying to sleep." Well, the animals shook with fear, except for Patch, of course. Patch jumped onto a stump. "Oh, don't be angry, Mr. Bear," he begged. "We brought you a present. Look. It's made from clothes borrowed from all the animals." Well, the old bear sniffed, and then he gently set Fox down. "You gave your things to me?" he said. "Oh, what fine friends you are." "He made a quilt," said Mouse. "To keep you warm," said Owl. Bear clutched the cozy quilt to his furry chest and shuffled back into his cave. "Hey, Mr. Bear," called Patch, "how about some bedtime stories?" And so, as the first flakes of snow drifted down, the animals snuggled together and told stories until Bear fell fast asleep. It's nice to sleep with a friend. Well, I've got 5 little monkeys swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, "You can't catch me." Well, along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he goes snap. So 4 little monkeys are swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, "You can't catch me." Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he goes snap. Monkeys are only hiding. So now there are 3 little monkeys swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, "You can't catch me." Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he goes snap. 2 little monkeys are swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, "You can't catch me." Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he goes snap. So 1 little monkey is swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, "You can't catch me." Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he goes snap. So now there are no little monkeys swinging in the tree. I'd better watch out so he won't catch me. Well, I don't know if we'll ever catch this girl. She's a pretty fast walker and climber. And this story is called "I'm Gonna Climb a Mountain in My Patent Leather Shoes." It's written by Marilyn Singer and illustrated by Lynn Averill. And this one is published by Abrams. Look at her all dressed up. She's got a tiara on and a necklace and a cape and her purse. She's looking very fancy. Today, we're going camping. Can't wait till we get there. I'm thrilled about the things we'll do and what I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna climb a mountain in my patent leather shoes. I'm looking in my closets, oh, so many things to choose. "Please hurry, Sadie," says my mom. "We've got no time to lose. I'm gonna climb a mountain in my patent leather shoes." Do you know what patent leather shoes are? Those are the shoes that are very, very shiny. So I'm riding in the car now with my sparkly new suitcase. I've got my lacy socks on and a big smile on my face. My brother tells me, "Sadie, you take up too much space." But I'm riding in the car now with my sparkly new suitcase. I'm helping pitch our pup tent in my fancy ruffled pants. My brother yells, "Hey, Sadie, be careful of those ants." I holler back, "And you watch out for the poison ivy plants." I'm helping pitch our pup tent in my fancy ruffled pants. I'm looking out for Bigfoot in my ballerina skirt. He can call me pesky. He can call me squirt. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt. I'm looking out for Bigfoot in my ballerina skirt. I'm putting huckleberries in my purple party bag, and even with the prickles and the other things I snag, I'm faster than my brother. I've got a right to brag. I'm putting huckleberries in my purple party bag. I'm hunting down a chipmunk in my royal satin cape. He ran off with my berries. I can't let him escape. My brother hoots and bounds around. He's acting like an ape. I'm hunting down a chipmunk in my royal satin cape. I'm sneaking through a cavern in my gloves that once were white. The chipmunk's gone. I'm dirty. I just turned on a light. I see a spider on my left. Is Bigfoot on my right? I'm sneaking through the cavern in my gloves that once were white. I'm climbing up a mountain in my patent leather shoes. My brother's just ahead of me. He's looking out for clues. I think someone's behind us. I hear a voice, but whose? I'm climbing up a mountain in my patent leather shoes. Oh, I'm swimming in the river in my flowered underwear. Bigfoot might be after me, but right now I don't care. He forgot his bathing suit, but I can offer him a pair. I'm swimming in the river in my flowered underwear. Could I capture Bigfoot with my 7 strings of pearls? Lasso him and tie him up with just a few quick twirls? My brother thinks that boys are brave. I told him, so are girls. Could I capture Bigfoot with my 7 strings of pearls? I'm ruling by the fire with my shiny silver crown. My brother's playing Bigfoot with a growl and a frown. I pretend to drive him off. We both jump up and down. I'm ruling by the fire in my shiny silver crown. I'm saving us from Bigfoot. Be gone, I tell his shadow. Get lost, I boldly scold. My brother's got the shivers and he says that's 'cause he's cold. I'm saving us from Bigfoot with my magic wand of gold. Do you think that will work? I'm watching all the stars shine in my pink PJs with feet. Let's watch all night, my brother says. All right, I repeat. We'll wake up in the morning when the birds begin to tweet. I'm watching all the stars shine in my pink PJs with feet. So I went and climbed a mountain in my patent leather shoes. I swam a river, chased a monster. Have you heard the news? If I had to do it over, you know what I would choose? I'd climb another mountain in my patent leather shoes. I personally think she looks a little fancy for mountain climbing, but she was happy, and that's what counts. Let me think. Do you think it might be time to chew some bubble gum? Let's reach in our pocket and pull out our piece of pretend bubble gum, unwrap it, and pop the gum in your mouth. Chew it up until it's all soft and squishy, and then we'll do something disgusting with it. Here we go. Okay, can you put your hand out? 1, 2, 3. Spit it in your hand. And clap your other hand on top. And we've got sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your back. Do we want to leave it there? I don't think so. So let's say unstick together. Unstick! Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your chin. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your knee. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your nose. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your arm. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your cheek. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on mom or dad. Unstick. Come on back. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your toe. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Time to throw it in the trash. Well, our last book before our flannel board is called Who Said Coo? This is written by Deborah Ruddell, illustrated by Robin Lubes, and is published by Beach Lane Books. And the mailbox says Lulu's Cottage, and there's a sign on the door that says, "Do not disturb." And this is Lulu. Lulu's room was cozy and quiet, just the way she liked it, until somebody, somewhere, said, "Coo." "Who said coo?" asked Lulu. "Pigeon, was it you?" But Pigeon didn't answer. Not a peep, not a cheep, not a coo. Lulu headed back to bed. Everything was cozy and quiet, just the way she liked it, until somebody, somewhere, said, "Who?" "Who said who?" asked Lulu. "Owl, was it you?" But Owl didn't answer. Not a chirp, not a tweet, not a who. Lulu climbed back into bed. Everything was cozy and quiet, just the way she liked it, until somebody, somewhere, said, "Moo." Lulu knew, oh yes, she knew exactly who said moo. 2 bad birds, that's who. Pigeon said moo, and Owl went hee. "Pigeon, Owl," yelled Lulu, "not one more moo from either of you. Now, shoo!" So off they flew. Lulu snuggled back into bed. Everything was cozy and quiet, just the way she liked it, until somebody, somewhere, said, "Boo!" boo-hoo. First one, boo-hoo, and then two. What on earth would Lulu do? Well, she raced outside calling, "Pigeon, owl, is that you? I'm sorry I said shoo. What I should have said was shh." And when the boo-hoos stopped, Lulu invited Pigeon and Owl inside for some cocoa. And cookies, it looks like. And a good night's sleep. At last, it was quiet. Not a coo, not a hoo, not a moo, and not even one teeny weeny boo-hoo. But soon, too soon, somebody, somewhere said, "Cock-a-doodle-doo!" Did Lulu yell at you-know-who? Did she holler, "Was it you?" No, not Lulu. "Rooster," she whispered, "could you come back later? Say, around 2? "Sure," said Rooster. "Anything for you." Lulu snuggled back into her cozy bed in her quiet room and snoozed the whole morning through. And so did Owl, and Pigeon too. And somebody somewhere said, "Phew." Do you see who that is? Mouse. All right. Well, can you wiggle your fingers and your toes, your shoulders, and your nose? Can you wiggle your elbows and slap your knees? And then stretch out your arms and get ready, please, for our flannel board story tonight. And we left Lulu and Owl and Pigeon in bed. And our flannel board is about bed too. Let's get it straightened out a little bit. Is that better? Well, there were 5 little monsters who were sleeping in my bed. One crawled out from under the spread. Well, I called Mama, and Mama said, "No more monsters sleeping in your bed. Off you go." So now there are 4 little monsters sleeping in my bed. One crawled out from under the spread. I called Mama, and Mama said, "No more monsters sleeping in the bed." So off you go. So now 3 little monsters were sleeping in my bed. One crawled out from under the spread. I called to Mama, and Mama said, "No more monsters sleeping in your bed. Off you go." So now there are 2 little monsters sleeping in my bed. One crawled out from under the spread. I called to Mama, and Mama said, "No more monsters sleeping in your bed. Off with you." So now there's 1 little monster sleeping in my bed. He crawled out from under the spread. I called to Mama, and Mama said, "No more monsters sleeping in your bed. Off you go." So now there are no little monsters sleeping in my bed, none crawling out from under the spread. I called to Mama, and Mama said, "There are no more monsters. Get to bed." So I guess that means we should have our Going to Bed book by Sandra Boynton to finish up. This is published by Little Simon. And this is the little version of it. Well, the sun has set not long ago. Now everybody goes below to take a bath in one big tub with soap all over. Scrub, scrub, scrub. They hang their towels on the wall and find pajamas, big and small. And with some on top and some beneath, they brush and brush and brush their teeth. And when the moon is on the rise, they all go up to exercise. And down once more, but not so fast. They're on their way to bed at last. Do you see Bernard? The day is done. They say goodnight, and somebody turns off the light. The moon is high, the sea is deep, and they rock and rock and rock to sleep. So I hope you'll get to bed soon and have some pleasant dreams. Bernard and I say thank you for joining us, and we'll be back next week with some more bedtime stories. Maybe we'll see you then.